need something behind us.
Yeah. Next time. For now, it's just we're vibing. I'll put our logo above us on the podcast. How about that?
All right.
How you like me now?
You can do that?
Yeah, I can do it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's because I'm a geek.
How long have you been doing this? Like, just techie stuff?
Well, techie stuff, now that's like, I was probably 7.
7? What was your first thing you were monkeying around with?
A Game Boy Advance. I was like modding it.
You were modding it, what does that mean?
Like taking it apart and putting new components in it. Like putting a different USB, like charging port on it, putting a lithium battery and a AA Game Boy.
Should be on top.
I used to destroy my Hot Wheel cars. I would disassemble everything. Like everything I got, it would get taken apart. My computers, and my first laptop, I ripped it piece by piece, learning what I could switch and stuff. Just because, like, if it didn't function, I would be like, I need to know how to fix it.
So you grew up in Wisconsin, right?
Yep.
So there's not a whole lot to do other than farming? Is that kind of what you're...
Farming, hunting. Well, if, like, career-wise?
Yeah, what kind of hunting did? Let's just keep it light.
Bear. I've been deer hunting several times. I've never killed a deer. My family members,
That's cool.
they hunt deer. I've gone on a few deer hunts, but it was like the ones that I saw were not large enough for me to want to take them. I was like, this isn't worth it.
Yeah.
I would definitely hunt a deer. That would be awesome. I definitely want to go on a deer hunt either this year or the following. But I've gone bear hunting, killed a bear.
What'd you kill a bear with?
Crossbow.
What kind of crossbow was it?
It was a Raven crossbow.
Is that something that's like more used in the...
Nowadays it's kind of it's kind of split. Some people like the wide crossbows, but like yeah, where it's like medieval looking. Yeah, and they put their foot on the ground and pull up on this rip cord. But the Raven, what it does, I'm standing up for example for loading the Raven. It's more narrow like this.
Yeah.
And then the arrow, there's 2 rip cords you attach to it.
And that's what...
Or to the...
that's what gives that tension.
Yeah, and you just go like this, and it's a pulley system, and it feels like nothing when you're pulling it because of the pulley system with those cords.
Right.
And it's quicker to reload, too, so on like a bear hunt, if I like go out, I'll shoot, I'll reload so that when I go out, if it's still alive, or if something else is out there, then you can... have that. I also carry a handgun, obviously.
When you killed the bear, is that the only bear you killed?
Yeah, just that one.
How old were you when you killed the bear?
24. 24.
24. How old are you now?
I am 25.
Sweet. I mean, I know that.
Wait, I think I was 23. It was either 23. It was like the year of my birthday, so.
Oh, okay.
Or month, the year of my birthday.
That's fine. I got you. What's the middle school mascot? So we don't add too much attention to those areas, but
it is a midget.
It's a midget. Okay.
Yeah. Charles Midget Fisher,
mine was a
famous wrestler.
Mine was a falcon. And it had the same kind of like look as the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, okay. Right? There's a school that we would
mimic that.
I think it was, what school was that? It's just south, and probably by a few hours, and their mascot is the Falcon, and it looks exactly like the Atlanta Falcons too. They were a pretty good competitor in basketball. Not in cross country though, sorry, but they were not.
Do you want to talk about your running when you were younger?
Sure. Like,
I just feel like.
Do you want to go all the way back to the beginning?
I mean, you talk about...
the first race I ever ran in. That would be the Pioneer Days 5K fun run of like, what year was that? Probably 2012 or earlier? Definitely earlier, because I was in 2nd or 3rd grade when I ran my first 5K. And then after that, I kind of just kept running. I did not enjoy it at that age. I think one cross-country practice, I showed up to practice wearing muck boots.
What are muck boots, dude?
Like, up to here, like duck hunting boots.
Okay, all right.
Big, heavy, rubber, feet sliding around in them. And the coach was like, "You can't run in those," and I'm like, "Yeah, you can."
Did you?
I ran in them.
Did you finish well?
No, those suck. Those were terrible. It was just like I was at that age where like I wanted to wear whatever my new shoe was or my new boot. So I was like, I'm gonna wear these. It was. I wish I had a picture of that because I probably looked like an absolute imbecile. But it was. It's funny thinking back that I did that once, and now here I am pampering my feet up with like the best shoes I can possibly find.
That's funny.
Well, I don't even use the best now. But
tell them about the time you ran in your canes.
Oh yeah, recently.
In funny footwear.
Yeah, I did do a TikTok on that for any of you guys on TikTok, but also if you're on like Instagram and stuff, my TikTok feed has more kind of satirical content and just wacky, and then my Twitter, which is also X, that is like in-depth content. That's like getting down to the nitty-gritty. But anyways, on to the canes thing. I posted that on TikTok. It's a 2-mile challenge. I wanted to run 2 miles in my cane footwear recovery shoes.
I think I have the video, but we can come back to that in a minute.
Of the like prelude of me putting them on.
Just because the contrast between you and because of how tall you are and then the shoes at the bottom, it just looks very funny. It looks like some souped up Crocs.
Yeah. And there I was, just shuffling down the path.
Tell me something about your. We got any family members? You know, I know the answers, but for the misfits out there that are tuning in, right? They want to be a part of this, right? We just want to just kind of
understand the dynamic.
Yeah. So then we can have this, you know,
more authentic, in-depth conversations.
Yeah, you can have a conversation.
And then they can understand whose stories are about as well.
And then we can kind of bond this together, how you and I came together. Which I think would be kind of fun.
Yeah, draw it all in.
So tell me about your family, bro.
3 brothers. One passed a few years back, and then 2 remaining. One's younger, one's older. I think one's 20 and one's 29, about to hit that 30-year-old wall.
You think so, huh? You think it's a wall?
No, I think he's better now than he was early 20s. I am too. I was definitely in worse shape at 23 than I am now.
And you were still running down bears?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
No, I don't get, like, you should see some of the guys that hunt bear. Like, you're like, you make it through the woods? Like,
their fitness is not up to par.
No.
All right.
Well, fitting this whole pizza in their mouth, but that's about it.
All right, so let me ask you something totally just what kind of upbringing did you have? You know, what was that like? Is that something that, you know, within reason you want to share?
Yeah, of course. So my dad is a pastor, a Lutheran pastor. I grew up in like the smallest town like imaginable, and a lot of people are gonna think, oh, like a couple thousand people, like they've got like a McDonald's and a Walmart or something. But it's like small, like there wasn't even a grocery store. Like,
how many traffic lights?
0 traffic lights. 0.
I'm looking forward to the day I can come and check that out.
And it's just like 4x4, I think.
Okay.
The streets. There's like 4. And then, no, it's maybe a 3x4. Even worse. But
so your dad was always a pastor as long as you can remember?
Mm-hmm. I was born, I was born like on the outskirts of St. Louis, Missouri. But, and that's where he was originally at. That's where my older brothers kind of, their early years were spent. But we moved from there when I was only like 6 months old. So if that, I think it was less than 6 months.
So you're second to the last? So you're the second to the last brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then we grew up in the small town.
All right. Cool, man.
I'm the third.
What kind of life did your mom have? Was she more of a homemaker? What was her role? Growing up?
Really, like her role for her growing up, I would say, from what I gather, and all that I know, is just like excessive hard work, but like in a good way. It's not like she was like a slave, but she was working for something.
Shout out to mom.
Yeah, shout out mom. She was working for something that like a lot of Americans now are afraid to work for,
What do you think? What do you think that idea is? What is that idea?
Something bigger than yourself. Like, you're not working for a paycheck. You're working for what you do. You take passion in what you're doing. You know what your calling is, and you're proud to be doing it. Like, you're not going out every day and all your purpose is to get that next paycheck to buy that next thing. It's like, I got to do this to feed my family, and I got to do this because if I don't, who will? If not me, who? Like that kind of, like, send me kind of job. Like Isaiah 6:8. You know?
Yeah.
And
why is that important to you? Why'd you bring up that verse, man?
that's the verse that, like, here, let me flip to it right now. Or if you want to flip to it while I speak on that.
Let me use my Bible app.
Yeah, use your Bible app. We'll keep the decor up. It's not decor, but you know what I mean.
Sure, yeah.
That's actually my first Bible. But yeah, I bring up that verse because that's what drives me. That verse. Any of my lowest points in life, if I pull that up, I'm like,
What was the verse?
6 verse 8.
6 verse 8. Let's go. Isaiah 6 verse 8. I got the NIV. Is that all right?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. So.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, man. You want to rock that? Go ahead.
Sure. It goes, "Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?' And I said, 'Here am I, send me.'" And it continues to verse 9. This is an important additive to that verse, just to kind of draw it in. He said, "Go and tell this people, be ever hearing but never understanding, be ever seeing but never perceiving. Make the heart of this people calloused, make their ears dull, and close their eyes. Otherwise they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, understand with their hearts, and turn and be healed." And that whole chapter continues on to just be phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Isaiah.
Yeah, that's a
one
great
of the
chapter.
prophetic books, like 400 years before, it was like a foreshadowing of what was to come. So let me ask you this: so your mom worked on a farm?
Yep.
How'd you meet pops? How they?
College.
Okay. Shout out to education, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Christian education too.
That's good, man. Do you? I guess you hold those kind of things close to your heart, huh?
Oh yeah, those are like, cause they did all that, so like, I've got to do something, you know.
What do you feel like where do you feel like you're being pulled, right?
Like in life, like, would you say like career wise or like passion wise?
Maybe just whatever you're trying to discover. What's your what your?
I know that I have, like, there's something that I gotta do.
Okay.
And I know that, like, for a lot of people my age, that's the biggest struggle, is figuring out, like, oh, what career do I want? By the way, I'm 25, for those of you that don't know. But, like, what career do I want? We're kind of in this limbo. If you're at, like, 25, you're like, okay, I need to be finding the job that I'm going to work till I die and get my retirement. That's what a lot of people are thinking. Or they're trying to figure out a job that will pay off their student debt. Or they're strung out and they're looking for help. They need it.
I've worked more than 20 jobs in my life, and I've stayed in jobs longer to gain experience and the notoriety of time, because that does carry with you. Mm-hmm. But what I found, so just to give you guys an ease at 25, you don't have to figure it out right now.
No.
I'd say enjoy working in different places, try new stuff.
Try everything.
Yeah. So
if you're thinking about it, try it. Like, that's the reason why I bring it up, is I don't think that way. Well,
let's dive into, where you've been, maybe through your work experience, and then
you want to know every job?
Not every job, maybe just highlights.
You probably forgot a few of them.
Me too, homie. Yeah. There's a lot of them that I did just for the simple fact of doing them, right?
Just a paycheck.
There's a lot of immaturity in those things too.
Yeah.
So. But let's start maybe just after high school, maybe during high school. What was your out-the-door job?
I was big on athletics when I was in high school, and I loved them. I was always just obsessed with that competitive value that drives you forward. But then I was going to go to college my Junior year, I was kind of trying to figure out where I wanted to go and for what. I kind of wanted to do like marine science. That's probably the only thing I would have done.
That's fun.
And then towards the end of my junior year, I was just like definitely not like on a great path as a kid. I was just like a little more rebellious. I loved my sports and I passed my classes, but
Yeah.
you know, that age. And a little bit of probably middle child syndrome. And then I was like, I'm going into the Army.
Wow.
One night because I found this thing that, excuse me, I had to get a drink here. I had this thing that I wrote in first grade, and it was like this, I'm going to be an Army man with a tank. And I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, and I saw that, and I was like, hey, I said it.
Yeah.
Even though I was like in first grade, it's still
I'll share a similar
valid.
story. I was in a program because, you know, I struggled with some stuff.
Yeah.
And in that, I decided I was going to do a buddy program going into the Navy. I show up, my dude didn't show up, and I said, well, I'm already here, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good idea as well. So regardless for the reasons, I get that.
Yeah.
You just needed some change, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Then I went off.
So where'd you ship off to first?
Junior year of high school, I'm 17. I finished junior year. I did split ops training. So for those of you that don't know, that means you can go to basic combat training between your junior and senior year of high school, and then you go to advanced individual training following graduation. So I went to basic training at Fort Sill, Oklahoma in 2017. Charlie Rock. Anybody that went there with me that's seeing this, let's see if I can get the impression. Charlie Rock, how are we doing today? That was our first sergeant.
Okay.
By the way.
All right.
Much respect to
shout out to Charlie Rock.
Charlie Rock, yeah, Charlie 131.
131, all right.
Yeah, and it's an artillery base. So Fort Sill is all these artillery guys, and they're all high energy, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, king of the battle. That's their slogan.
King of the battle.
Love those guys. It's great, but they're very high energy. So it was there was a lot of like we got smoked so many times, but that was just life changing for me because I was 17. You know, I'm still a kid, and I'm hanging out with these like 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
And they're just telling stories. There's prior service guys in there with me too that like they've been in other branches. Like there was a Navy guy coming in for basic training, and it's like I'm hearing all their stories, and I'm
Shout
like,
out to the Navy.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
And
I got my sea legs.
yeah, it's good stuff.
I was pampered on that.
He was probably about the age like almost the age you were at
Yeah.
going in.
Yeah.
But he was
I was 32
going into the
when I
army.
went, yeah. I definitely went in with a lot older, man.
Yeah.
But it was what I needed, man.
Yeah,
That's how the Lord works, man.
completely altered me.
Yeah.
But then you go back to school and you're like,
So what was that like going back after you came back from Boots?
so I spent the summer learning what life actually is about,
Yeah.
and not like
What's your takeaway? What'd you find out in that time frame?
most of what you're worrying about in your youth is utterly useless. A lot of it is like you're sitting there being anxious and ruining your day over things that aren't valid, like people's opinions of you in school.
Yeah.
Someone disagreeing with what you feel your life path is. If you want to work as a restaurant manager in your life and you don't want to be a doctor, good, great, we need those. If you want to be a doctor and you don't want to be a lawyer, but your family or friends think you should do that, good, we need those too. Like,
Yeah.
people worrying about their path or their clique they fit into, or like I played basketball and ran cross, but I also hung out with like redneck kids. I hung out with whoever. And it's because like, why am I going to let a hobby define my friend group?
Yeah.
I just never understood that clickiness of that age.
No,
So I
get
came
it.
back and I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like everyone's still like at that level
Did you
of maturity.
did you take that kind of energy and put it into like the friend groups that you were around? Did
Yeah.
some people respond to it?
Some people responded to it. Some people just like we weren't friends anymore.
Yeah.
I just couldn't be friends with certain people.
You just kind of outgrew that group. Huh?
Yeah, when you're hanging out with people that like have some life under their belt all summer long, and you're not out partying all summer in between. Like, that's your last summer of high school. So you're learning what life's about, and you come back and you're like, you guys got it all wrong. And then they disagree with that and don't like who you are because you're being a valid like person. And you're just trying to help.
Yeah.
Like, give advice and stuff.
Sometimes
a lot of them did great in the end, but it's like, just looking back, it's like, why do you care?
You gotta remember, people are in their own season.
Yeah.
Right. So
they haven't developed that trait yet.
Yeah, you're hoping to reach them, right?
Yeah.
You probably did in some way, right? Having an
yeah,
impact,
a few of them.
But it just didn't, you just stoked the fire a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. You weren't the cause of it. But
exactly.
So let's fast forward to your Army days. How long were you in the service, man?
6.5 years.
How'd you split that up? 6.5 years.
So there were 3 years that I was. It would be 3 years. Yeah, 3 years that I was up in northern Wisconsin. I did a lot of like transportation related things. I would volunteer for everything. So like I went to like anytime there was a training, they were like, anybody want to go to this? I was like, yes, yes,
dig it.
yes.
You were a dig it.
Yeah, I love learning new things and like
that's cool, man.
Broadening my horizon in that way,
yeah.
Which would have been great had I stayed in, but I don't. I have a different path now, but
yeah, that's good.
It just like taught me so much. Like winter warfare training was my favorite thing I ever did in the Army. That was like crazy. It was only a month. Because you're just like out in negative 40 degrees camping with nothing.
What was the gear like that you used?
Your rucksack, skis, snowshoes.
Crazy.
It was so heavy trudging through the snow. This like white thing. I'll throw a picture up like right here. Yeah, it was crazy. And in the picture, I'm gonna be the tall pinhead looking guy in the top right frame whose helmet doesn't fit right. Like you could definitely just still hit my forehead. But it was crazy, man. Like, cause they cut this hole in the ice that's like yay big and they have you get in. They've got a rope tied off to you and you're on the edge like this. First you tread water for a second, then your arms just go lit. And then you're like just holding onto the edge like this cause you have no blood flow.
Yeah.
All your blood's right here, and you may think that you could swim in cold water. You can't. Your body will literally just stop.
It'll shut down.
Yeah, and
it goes where
once you calm down, then they pull you out.
Yeah.
So that like if you're in a winter warfare scenario or just a winter survival scenario, either way, if you fall into ice or you fall through the ice, you know how to respond. Your nervous system is adapted to that. You're like, been here before. Let's calm down. Let's get out of the water. Let's get into heat. Let's not panic, because when you start panicking, that's your hypothermia is going to be quicker. It comes quicker the more your blood's pumping. So
we're out of the Army now.
Yeah.
What we up to now? What's going on these days with you, man?
These days, it's
without shouting them out too much, because I just want to protect everybody.
Oh yeah, these days I'm just on like this really different avenue, something I never would have imagined in life, because I did spend 15 years of my life trying to be a gaming YouTuber, and I did other content along the way with that journey, and I just realized in the last 4 months probably that I do not enjoy gaming anymore. It's just not my thing anymore. I think it's great for the people that use it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
But I have this new path, and I see this new route for content and this new thing that I want to do on the internet. And I've been involved for 15 years, man. So it's like, I know that this is what I want to do. This is exactly like even what we're doing right now. I've been doing it for so long, and I've been telling everybody I know ever since I was like 10 years old that I'm gonna be a YouTuber, a content creator.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
I think
in that route.
Something. Yeah, I agree. I think you got something there.
That's my whole mission.
And I'm glad to be kind of
part of the journey.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, man.
I've always said anybody that ever gave, about what I'm doing here and my path, those people are going to be the people I'm talking to.
Okay.
there's been a lot along the way, and I'm not going to shout anyone out, but a lot along the way that have made it very difficult.
Yeah.
When you're a young kid and you're coming up wanting to do YouTube, and back in 2010, that wasn't a thing. Because nobody was thinking, oh, you're going to be, Instagram wasn't even a thing.
You got to remember, this is not a very familiar
so
landscape for me,
people were very confused by it, and for kids that makes them, belittle it. And then you graduate and you're in the army and you're still doing it and I'm getting people from back in the day messaging me like, I can't believe you're still going for this thing. Like, great. And they're like, do not stop now.
There's a thing about persevering, right? I think there's something there, man.
And 15 years is a lot of investment. Yeah.
It starts small, man, but I think, like I said, I think you got something, and I asked for the Lord to bring me people so we can take an idea that we want to help other men.
Exactly.
Right? We want to help our sons and brothers, right?
That's the mission.
This is the mission, right?
For those of you that don't know, now we launched basically like a giving back clothing company.
That's all it is, man.
That's like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it with business words. Let's be honest. We make mercantile for people, and we provide help to a lot of people. We already do it out of the kindness of our hearts. We don't need to film all that we give. But we will give anything we have. That's just how we are. And that's what we're doing with this brand, Unashamed Misfits, is we're trying to find people that need the help, and we're also trying to create a community, because a lot of the stuff online now, there's so much negativity in the world, and we're trying to bring people together in a community. And I feel like even for us Christians, there's such a divide. Like, Christians are hating on each other. They're arguing over nuances.
Non-essentials.
And it's like, wait a minute, guys. We're losing the plot. We're a community. We got to stay together. We got to help each other out. Even non-Christians, we got to help.
You should, do you want to read something else?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Paul in the Bible. And
great guy.
Murderer who gets converted by the grace of God and turns around and writes 13 epistles in the New Testament. But that's just factual. But I just like his stance on things. He goes from being somebody who used to be something, and then God intervened, and then now
became something.
Right, became
incredible.
A new creation. Right, in Christ Jesus.
God does that to us.
Yeah, dude. So we'll get to my story later on.
Yeah.
It's very colorful.
We'll do a more in-depth story of him and me, and we'll do like a series, because it'll probably take like 3 parts for both of us. This is just, we want you guys to know who we are.
Yeah. So just read the 16, Romans 1:16.
For I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes, first to the Jew, then to the Gentile.
Thanks, man. So I'm going to read...
Shout out the Jews.
That's good, man. We like you guys too, man.
I like everyone, man. I don't care. There's so much nuance in the world now. I like everyone. I just wish people would stop hurting each other.
Yeah, there's a thing out here where we can step in for each other.
Yeah.
It says 1 Corinthians 4:10, we are fools for Christ, but you are wise in Christ. We are weak, but you are strong. You are honored, and we are dishonored. To this very hour we go hungry and thirsty. We are in rags. We are brutally treated. We are homeless. We work hard with our hands. When we are cursed, we bless. When we are persecuted, we endure. When we are slandered, we answer kindly. We have become the scum of the earth, the garbage of the world, right up to this moment. What that means is that Paul in that time was traveling and just tent to tent. He was a tent maker. That was just trade. So he would just post up in different areas, people's lives, and tell them about the hope of the Lord. So I think this content is going to give you that opportunity to kind of live out your dreams that God put on your heart, man, when you were young.
Yeah.
I don't think it's foolish that you want to stand out and tell people who you are and be unashamed of what God's done in your life.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's notable. Right?
Yeah. I just want to help. I want to give back.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do. I want this this
It's a
path that I've been on since I was a kid,
Yeah.
like, I don't need to make money. That's not what it's all about. But what I want to do is I want to help people. I want to inspire people to actually go for these things. Like,
And it's going to look foolish to those around us because they're not going to understand. Because the
Yeah.
world tells them that's silly what we're doing.
yeah, you need a 9 to 5 and you need to die on a yacht.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you need to go on, like,
Yeah.
6 vacations when you retire,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah.
But I don't live my life looking to my death.
Yeah.
I live my life kind of
Well said.
one day at a time, man, because you don't know what day's your last. Why am I going to plan for when I'm 65 if I end up dying when I'm 40?
Yeah.
We don't know these things. It's not a guarantee. I like to work on the guarantees.
All right.
Everything else I leave to the Lord, because the Lord is the only thing that, like, outside of life, where life you have all these, like, guarantees, like, I'll get this paycheck. The Lord, I believe, because it is written.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, like, a 401k or whatever, you think I'm going to trust that?
Yeah.
Like, not everything's a guarantee. It's probably not going to be there, or we won't even make it there.
Yeah.
So it's
I can
more
see that.
likely we don't
Yeah.
get it.
So let me ask you this then. Is being wealthy, what's that look like for you?
If
it's
I
not-
were wealthy?
If it's not monetary. What's your idea what wealth looks
Retire my family.
like? Retire your family.
And then just, like, constantly have enough to give back to, like, everyone. Like, you see a homeless person and you're like, you just, like, get them, like, a hotel room.
Shout out Fred.
Shop, Fred. You get them, like, a hotel room, food, haircut, all that stuff. And then you're like, try to find them a job, try to get them in a
Yeah.
regular housing. Like, you befriend people that people don't befriend. I love befriending, like, the people that nobody is friends with, because then you learn so much. All these people are missing out. See, I always become friends with the most, like, I have a lot of, like, normal friends, I guess people would say, but I also have some whack jobs, and I'm a whack job.
Yeah.
So it's
It
great
pairs
to
well.
have
It pairs well because you can see the
things
the
people aren't
human-
looking
yeah.
for.
Yeah.
And then you learn things that other people, I'm sorry, you guys are missing out. Like, if you're not friends with at least one homeless person, you live a very boring, miserable life.
That's facts.
It's just true. Like, you're not learning anything about
I got a
life.
couple in my life that I love very much.
Yeah, and they're just
It's-
great. Like,
they're
you
not-
know,
they
how
don't-
much would you be missing out on had you not had those friendships
Yeah.
and
Some
those
of them
memories?
don't want to come off the street, but the ones that
Yeah.
if they're there, try to do the
Mhm.
best you can.
But it's so great. They're great people.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, every group has some great people, and it's just like, why do we not
I got a
befriend
heart
them?
for the homeless people,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
they're great.
Yeah. It's a
Especially when they're humorous too.
Yeah.
Like, if they have a sense of humor,
Yeah.
oh, it's off to the races. You can be best friends. It's your brother.
yeah.
But some of them definitely, just like non-homeless people, have attitudes. So we've learned all about non-homeless
Yeah.
people with attitudes.
So regardless of their circumstance, you can still
Yeah.
be still be a
And
dick.
if they're shirtless with a beer belly, do not be in their way.
And throwing X's at you at the gas station.
Quite a bit more graphic hand
Wherever
language
you
than
are,
that.
sir, wherever you are, I hope you're not angry anymore.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well.
Please make sure you park straight in your parking spot.
Yeah,
Because
just
it
do
looks-
that,
It looks
though.
sus. It looks like you've been drinking, sir.
Yeah, and put a shirt on before you go in the gas station. I'm sure you're a great guy.
Yeah.
Am I? But I am. I'm sure you're a great guy. Whoever you are,
Yeah. Sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Oh, that was a good time.